Always presented by First Commonwealth Bank, the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. And there he is right across the way from us. Jack Benedict is in the studio where he belongs. I keep telling him that, but he doesn't show up every morning at 5 o'clock like he used to.
No. No.
Our visit,
in fact, when you contacted me, the timing was just about right. I was getting up.
Oh, yeah. Our visit with Jack, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. I'm not going to ask you to put it on, but you've got the helmet that Coach Tortorella gave to you on
I do.
On Monday during Hawk Talk. Show the Facebook viewers
I
that
do,
detail
yes.
on the back.
That's the helmet.
Yeah.
It has 600 on it. My initials, big guy in honor of Frank Signetti Sr. And IRMC, and all the players are wearing these at practice, and they will wear them tomorrow.
How about that?
At the game.
What was that moment like for you on Monday when he did that?
Total unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just total surprise. I had no idea. In fact, on the big screen behind us, there was the picture of what's on your poster, and it had been up, I guess, for 10 minutes. I didn't even know it was there. I was talking to Tort. I looked, and I saw this. Wait a minute. There's that interview that interview with Coach Signetti was from 1989 at Grand Valley.
Yeah.
You know that game.
Yeah.
The first win for IUP in NCAA playoff.
Yeah, we're very aware of that game.
Yes,
My
we
goodness
are.
gracious. What a career it has been calling IUP football. And thankfully on Monday night during Hawk Talk on Renda Digital TV and U92, you said, no, I'm not retiring, people, just because people were talking a lot about my 600 broadcast. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
What a relief.
Well, hey, thanks for sitting in with basketball. I heard Coach Lombardi a little while ago.
Yeah.
Looking forward to both the men's and women. The women are on the road in Virginia with a couple of games on the road. Then they'll be home for a bunch. And both teams should be in contention this year.
Yeah, we're liking the looks of them. And basketball at the Memorial Fieldhouse this weekend. Won't be able to play at the KCAC, but the Fieldhouse give an old-time feel to it. And admission is free both nights.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's even better yet.
Yeah.
You know, I was over there for one of the women's practices, and I didn't realize this was right after they had put up the scoreboards, the new clocks. The floor was put in a while back. It's really bright. I mean, it really looks good.
Yeah.
And you're going to be up where I used to be for a long, up in the crow's nest.
Yep. We'll be up there way high. I've done games from there and from the floor, and you're probably like me. You prefer the floor, but from up there, that's not a bad vantage point.
No, it's well, I do prefer the floor, but there are times when, you know, the players, the coaches, the officials get in the way. So I feel like I'm in a boxing match, you know,
Yeah,
kind of
juking.
Yeah, up above is a great view.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. That's IUP basketball. We'll have that on U92 tonight and tomorrow night. Tomorrow, you are going to be at Andre Reed Stadium at Kutztown.
Yes.
For the PSAC championship game.
I wore my 2017 championship ring just as Tort's first year. And what a challenge, because this team has unbelievable stats from top to bottom. How can a quarterback go through a whole season and not throw an interception? This kid has thrown 17 touchdowns and no picks.
How about that?
And they're just solid all the way around. Now, they have not played the tougher schedule of the two teams. IUP has played a tougher schedule because the West was a lot better this year.
Yeah.
With Clary and Edinburgh and so on. But they got a scare with Bloomsburg last week. But they're just solid all the way around. You know?
Yeah. So IUP, of course, coming off the win over Clarion last week, which
it's a great game.
Made a few hearts thump there. But you know, IUP has played really good defense all season long, and people watched and listened to that game, and they said, "What's going on? What's happening to IUP defensively?"
Yeah. Well, the challenge was there. Clarion's quarterback, Gershio, is probably, I haven't seen all the quarterbacks in the East, but I like our guy Reeve as number one. And I think Gercio, who had some injury problems earlier in the year, just played a fabulous game. I mentioned on the air he had some remembrances of a guy named Randy McCavish from Slippery Rock, and we know how good he was. But it was a great game to call. It was a game in which IUP had a comeback 4 times.
Yeah, yeah. I was listening as we were coming back from being away, and I was listening to the call of the game, and man, you guys pulled it together. It was amazing listening to that game. But here comes broadcast number 600, and I don't know if you paid all that much attention. I know for the 500th, which was what, 2016?
2016,
Yeah.
Coach Signetti, Kurt, was the coach. He sent me a Facebook video.
Wasn't that nice?
Nice 15-second, 20-second congratulations. Yeah. He was the coach then, and the game was at Cheney.
Yeah.
And, of course, it was a no-contest game. Then my crew and we celebrated next week or the following week at Edinburgh. And that's hard to believe. Of course, you take out 2020, which was COVID, but 8 years, 100 additional games. I never thought, gave it a thought.
Yeah, but you think of all of the men and the women who've been involved in the football program, because the women as managers and as boosters and in a number of different roles, trainers, down through the years, all of the men and women involved with IUP football down through the years, and they've all been a part of what has been a remarkable career calling IUP football for you.
Well, when I came in 1969, I joined Ray Goss, and we did games for combined almost 25 years probably, and really there have only been 8 coaches, I think. And basketball's the same way. There just have not been a lot of head coaches in 57 years.
Yeah.
And that's remarkable. The other thing that's remarkable, I think, in this day and age, both here at IUP with football and basketball, we've been able to keep our players. Now, Kutztown only has 6 transfers. Yeah. That's all. They go for their area with a lot of high school players from New Jersey and whatever. There are some others. Gannon had 31 transfers. I think Slippery Rock has 27. So to keep the student athletes here, it's remarkable, really is.
Yeah, and the challenges that these teams have, coaching staffs and athletic departments as a whole, they're working within the confines of what their school dictates that they can do in terms of money that can be spent, the way scholarships are handed out, and they all have to come up with basically their own unique formula for putting a program together and sustaining it for so long. And IUP certainly has done that. And Coach Tortorella, he's a guy that has been there for a very, very, very long time. And isn't it great to see him continue with the program and to have the kind of respect that he has?
Exactly. And he's so easy to work with. And then with Jim Smith and Mike Campolo, who have been here as assistants forever, the addition of Frank Signetti Jr. has done a lot for the offense. I mean, the offense, the 4 receivers we have right now, Junior and I were talking yesterday before practice, and he mentioned back in the 90s with Jai Hill, Jamone Smith, Johnny White, and Derek Smith, those 4 guys. And I said, probably those 4 guys and the 4 guys we have right now, about the best core of receivers in the history of the school.
As a group, yeah. But you think about the guys whose games you have called down through the years, because I know that you're big on lists and you've compiled all-time lists of sports and players that you've covered down through the years. And Matthew Reeve is the next in a great line of high school player or of college football quarterbacks at IUP. We're only going to get 1 year out of him, which is a shame.
It's on the other hand, it's been very fortunate. The last 5 quarterbacks have all been transfers, and they've all been very good. The last 4-year was Lenny Williams.
Yeah,
and so, but that's the way things go.
It's the way the game's designed now. Yeah.
It's and we've been very fortunate to have those guys come in and do their job, and they love the place. I just watched a video the other day of Maurice Massey. He was at a function in the community a while back, and he was doing the moonwalk of Michael Jackson. It was terrific.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, these guys, and what's been nice too with Hawk Talk is we're able to see these guys up close. And you know, Charlie Mill did an impersonation on Hawk Talk last week of Coach Tort and his Pittsburgh East. It was great. You know, it was great.
It's amazing. It really is. Down through the years, of course, we mentioned you know, the quarterbacks that you have covered, and I know the last time I spoke to you about it, Rich Ingold was your top IUP quarterback. Is that still the case?
He is. Stitch only played 26 games. He missed half of his junior year because he was injured. But he was the quarterback of all court. And the other thing is the players that were teammates of his, and then the players who came after, said he was a great coach. You know, he was coach of the year. He's the winningest coach in arena football.
Yeah.
So you know, he just had it all. And no disrespect to any of these other guys, you know. I just want to mention a couple things. I want to give a happy birthday to WDAD from 80 years. And I was here for the 25th back in 1970. And then I was down the road for when you guys had the 50th. And our boss, Mr. Renda, called me yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Tony called me, and I won't give anything away, but he's going to be 90 next month.
Isn't that amazing?
And what's amazing, I said, I think I know the date, Tony. Same day as Frank Sinatra, right? Yeah, that's right. So
Did he call you kid?
I don't know if he did or not, but that would make me feel good because the group I'm going with this afternoon, you know, I'm the old man.
Yeah, well, they call you granddad.
Yeah.
But just a wonderful memory bank you must have of guys and players that you've covered down through the years. All of the All-Americans that have played football at IUP. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, and you know, from my first year, 1969, I had to look it up. The first game I ever did was in the middle of September at Midland, Michigan against Northwood. That was the first game ever. And, you know, there are just so many in between. Yes, I have my lists and whatever, but I've been fortunate. And the thing is, too, we've had winning programs.
Well, the thing is, we've been the fortunate ones because we've been able to get to know you and listen to you down through the years.
Well, I've heard from so many people, and it's even a player back in 1972 said, I don't know if you remember me. I do remember you, yes.
Yeah. Well, you might as well go out to Kutztown and get yourself another PSAC championship, right?
Hey, why not? Why not? This team is ready. They've had a good week of practice, except for one tackle. And invite.
I'm glad you came in to visit with us.
Yeah, and do well with his basketball stuff now.
We'll do our best. Indiana in the morning, it's WCCS.